My YouTube channel is filled with several interesting videos that have gotten hundreds and in some cases even thousands of views. But one series that did really well was my trip to Nebraska series. The first two videos in particular got hundreds of views, and although the other ones didn't do so well, I really enjoyed making them. Which is why when I had the opportunity to go on a shorter vacation to San Luis Obispo, San Sydney, and Morro Bay and other places, I was very excited to create a series just like the one I did last year, just a little bit more local. These videos took a lot of effort to make, but I really enjoyed making them. I divided my trip into two parts, the first part being the first 2 days, and the second part being the last 3 days. I hope you all enjoy, and let the video begin. Before going on vacation, it's important to plan ahead on what you might be bringing, so that you don't forget anything that's very important. I set aside a duffel bag and put in t-shirts, shorts, a sweater jacket, swim clothes, socks and underwear, pajamas, a hat, a book to read, shoes for walking poolside, and goggles. I'm going to put in my toiletries later, but that's about it. Lastly, one of the most important things to pack is the box of vacation souvenirs. You can tell it's dramatic, but it has an echo. Anyhow, this box has a secret compartment that will contain some light cash that I'll use to buy some souvenirs over the trip. The souvenirs, or at least the ones small enough to fit inside this compartment, will be placed here and stored every single day for the 5-day-long vacation. The plan for the first day is to take a drive up to Moore Park, where we will stop to take a break for Sunday Mass. After that, we'll continue the drive to San Luis Obispo, where I will take videos along the way of interesting things. I'll stop at the hotel for the night and do an overview of what the day brought and what new souvenir I'll put in my box. Here are some videos I took on the car ride.
These my dollars make it hurt.
As according to plan, after about an hour and a half of driving, we made it to the church in Moore Park, where we took a break to visit relatives afterwards. I heard a train horn in the distance from one of my relatives' houses, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is a Metrolink train far off in the distance, docking at the station. Cool. See you guys back on the road.
These my dollars make it hurt.
The rest of the drive was very long, but we eventually made it to our destination, the Best Western Hotel in San Luis Obispo. I've actually been to this hotel before, which was, I believe, 1 year before I did the trip to Nebraska series, which was last year's summer. So about 2 years ago, I went to this hotel, and it is a very nice hotel. They've got a really good waiting room, breakfast is complimentary, and the rooms themselves are really good. After checking out a room, we grabbed some Denny's, which just happened to be right across the street from the hotel, and settled in for our first night in San Luis Obispo. Hello viewers, it's the end of the day here in San Luis Obispo, and as promised, I'm going to put something in the souvenir box, and it is this, a stick of gum. I always bring gum on my vacations, so I guess this is my souvenir for day one. I don't have much else, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next segment of my video. What up guys, Train Fan Alpha here, and it is officially day 2 of the trip to San Luis Obispo. I'm very excited for today because although it's basically going to be a take it easy day, like just chilling, I'm going to get to do a lot of other interesting things, like railfanning at San Luis Obispo Station and seeing what downtown San Luis Obispo has to offer. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Until then, I'm gonna go grab something to eat from the cafe down there, and I'll see you guys later. Here's my amazing breakfast, complete with waffles, sausage, a biscuit, and apple juice. After having the delicious breakfast, I spent a nice long morning around the hotel, swimming in the pool, relaxing, touring the hotel, etc. And at about noontime, I made my way across the San Luis Obispo downtown area to my first destination, the San Luis Obispo train station. Here are some videos I took on the car ride.
These my dollars make it hurt.
And we have made it to San Luis Obispo train station. Very cool. The Coast Starlight trains will arrive shortly, so I'm gonna check the whole station out and I'll check in with you guys shortly. It did not, in fact, arrive shortly. It was delayed by several hours, meaning that I was left on a smoldering hot platform for an incredibly long time. Luckily, there was an indoor waiting room, so after checking out the whole rest of the train station/museum, I made my way in there. But before that, here are some videos I took of the train museum.
These my dollars make it hurt.
Once I was inside the air-conditioned section of the train station, I grabbed a cherry Coke and waited the long time it was going to take for the train to arrive. Even though the Coast Starlight was delayed, that didn't stop me from getting some amazing videos of the Pacific Surfliner coming in. Then, finally, the Coast Starlight arrived.
Arriving on track 1, Starlight, train 14, northbound service. Coach seating, head of the train.
As you can see, P32-8 number 503 made a surprise visit on the coast Starlight. Since this is a very interesting occurrence, I got many, many pictures. Sorry for the interruptions in this video, such as when my camera accidentally cut out while I was filming it, the first Coast Starlight, and when I had to stop the other Coast Starlight's video short because a pedestrian was biking by. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this railfanning, and I'll see you guys later today for exploration. And that looks like the train's ready to go. I'm here at an amazing restaurant called The Black Sheep. It's amazing. This food is amazing. And there's a bird. Why is there a bird? I don't know. Why is there a bird? After taking a few more random pictures and videos, I made my way to my final destination of the day. Behold, Bubblegum Alley. The place where Bubblegum goes to die. It's disgusting. The trip to Bubblegum Alley marked the end of day 2, sadly, as all good things have to come to an end. However, not everything is done for yet, as there are still multiple days left of the vacation, including the trip to Hearst Castle and Morro Bay the next day. So until then, bye.